Hello guys, my name is HunterKiller101, and today we'll be casting a game of Nidalee, who happens to be a very well-balanced champion with a lot of health, a good decent attack speed and then damage, very powerful spells, and kind of hard to master, but she's very potent. Her first spell is Javelin Toss / Takedown. In human form, she throws a javelin, dealing more damage the farther away it hits, and Takedown just basically increases your damage for one attack as Cougar form. The second ability is Bushwhack or Pounce. Bushwhack is basically a trap, which traps and reduces magic and armor for enemy champions, and Pounce just makes your Cougar jump in a direction dealing damage. Her third spell is Primal Surge, which heals the target and gives them additional attack speed, while in Cougar form, her Swipe will deal air effect damage to all enemies in front of her, and her last ability, which is basically her Cougar form, unlocks all the three abilities. Now in Cougar form, all of her three abilities do not cost any mana, so that's one good thing I like about Nidalee. She's not very mana deficient or anything. So I'll be casting a game of 5 versus 5. Fiddlesticks, Shockoat, Urgot, Jax, Lee Sin versus me playing as Nidalee, Timo, Fiddlesticks, Jarvan, and Israel. So this game is pretty balanced actually. The enemy team's a bit squishy, so it actually favors ability-powered champions. And our team is kind of squishy too, but Nidalee has a lot of health compared to most ability-powered champions, and not more than Vladimir, of course. And Jarvan's kind of a DPS. We have Israel, who's basically a carry, and in this game, I'm going to show you. Wait, hang on. I have to adjust some video settings to make legless gaming. Unfortunately, I have to put settings to very low because I'm doing all this on my laptop, and I guess it doesn't really matter much. It's just that sometimes it'll increase the gameplay, allow me to actually commentate better on videos. I personally like this. I'm very if I had a better computer, of course I'd do it, but for now I would do this because it's a lot easier. So I start off with Boots of Speed and 2 health potions, and the reason I do this, and a mana potion. The reason I do this is because Nidalee often in the very beginning she loses a lot of health, so I keep those health potions around just in case I need to heal her, and I take mana potions so that her spells at the very beginning do cost a lot of mana, and I would really love to have that little extra mana or that extra Javelin Toss. As you can see here, that I picked out Javelin Toss as my first spell, and that range is phenomenal. There's no other ultimate nuking ability-powered spell that has the longest range other than her Spear Shot. Her passive, which is basically whenever she moves in the bushes, her attack speed is increased by 20%. So that allows for quick getaways whenever you're in the forest. So here I just throw my javelin to see that there are enemies nearby, and because I hit so far, that it did probably about 100 damage already, when it actually does 60 damage at rank 1. So what you want to do here is that at the very beginning of the game, you want to actually throw your spears more often so that you can deal as much damage as possible at the very beginning, because you have mana regeneration, so you might as well throw one anyway and let your mana regenerate, or you might as well take a little bit of damage, let your health regenerate, because health and mana will eventually regenerate, but it's all about time and about how much damage you take. And so basically, Nidalee is she can be, I play her in this game as a carry and AP powered nuker. Here I'm trying to get Shaka to go in forward, so I throw my spear. I don't think I hit him, but that's alright. So here the idea here is to last hit the minions for you to upgrade your Boots of Speed to those Boots of Sorcery, or Sorcerer's Boots, which give you the 20 magic concentration, which is very needed. So my masteries here are 21, 7, and 0, and I just bought some additional armor and magic resist, as well as the health generation for 5 for the maximum mana I have. And the reason I do this, I get 21 on attack, is so that my Spear Shots they do 4% more damage, and when you get to 500 damage, that 4% really adds up a lot. So here I kind of misclicked there. I thought that minion would die before I would throw it, causing it to go through it, but apparently sometimes there's a bit lag. So here Ezreal tries to go forward. I didn't notice it, so I finally noticed, but it's too late. But you want to continually harass with your Spear Shot if possible. I wouldn't really suggest going middle lane when you're near the lead, because most of the minions will block off most of the enemy attacks. But as far as this is concerned, top and bottom is the best place to go, because there are bushes. There's an alleyway which you can go and avoid the minions and throw your spear. There are bushes which you can run in and out and actually gank people if you're going to the other lane to gank top. So here I actually spear shot it, but that minion stopped the attack. If that spear would have hit Fiddlesticks, he would have died. no doubt. So I hear, I mean, their spells are kind of really annoying, but Fiddlesticks obviously isn't feeling as well as he wants to because Israel is doing so much damage to him. So here I kind of throw a spear shot while he's healing himself, so he stays low on health. And I notice how I move back and around that boulder, that landscape over there, so then my spear won't hit any minions or has less chance to. So that's a very key tip when you play Nidalee. Very beginning, if you get fed, you pretty much, that's basically with every champion. If you get fed, you'll do well if you know how to use your champion. So at rank, continually get your takedown and bushwhack, because bushwhack allows you to, what's it called, to detect enemy presences. But you don't, although you don't gain vision of the traps when you put them down, whenever someone walks over them, you'll gain vision of the people that walked over them for about 5 seconds. The reason I'm not using any traps right now is that I'm trying to save up for my spear shot, because they do cost a lot of mana and they do more damage than those traps. And I just prefer using those skill shots. And this champion, Nidalee, is a very good champion because you get very satisfied when you actually get the kill with a spear shot at like very long range. It's very satisfying playing this character, especially when you get kills and all. So here I haven't used any health potions yet because I haven't taken that much damage. But in other games with with a better build, maybe if they were tanks, probably survive a bit longer. And I'm keeping them at bay here because of my long range attacks, basically because I can, I can harass them and without them actually harassing me. So here, I'm trying to get those minion kills. And that's basically what you want to do. I don't really think, I should have bought extra health, mana potions instead of 3 health potions, so that should have been 2 and 2. But I decided not to anyway, but that's not really my loss. So here I throw a javelin, it barely hits, it doesn't hit Fiddlesticks, but it almost does. So here, Nidalee with a third spell, basically, if you heal yourself, it also increases your attack speed for 20% by 5 seconds, or a certain amount, and that can really help you take out turrets, because your Nidalee, although Nidalee's damage is very low, you can still deal a lot of damage for, what's it called? You can still deal a lot of damage over time because of her attack speed and it'll compensate. As well as squishy champions that don't have much armor, her attack speed will obviously prevail against them too. So here I see Shaco trying to risk everything to actually get the kill of Israel. I pick off that little Jack-in-the-Box before it could go off and actually heal us. Israel's actually healing here, so if I was Israel, the healing focus would be coming really handy, but otherwise no. So basically I'm trying to harass them here by just throwing normal attack spears to actually like deal enough damage so my spear shots become more like potent in if they're all by themselves without any minions by the turret. This is where the spear shot excels because you can snipe them from over 2 times the range of the turret and deal even more 250% more damage. So here I go behind the boulder, and that's the best spot to throw your spear from because the minions aren't in your way, unless like you aggro them and they go up. But either way, it does a lot of damage either way. So here we kind of push forward to try to do damage to the turret. If those minions were in there, I could probably one-hit Shaco if I timed my javelin and made my distance right, but I decided not to, so we kind of continually fall back every time we push, and we always make sure that the middle and top lanes are secure, so there's no chance of anyone actually like ganking us. So that's always something you want to make sure of. So here Fiddlesticks actually flashes away, but that javelin would have killed him if you didn't. He gets exhausted, but he'll regenerate over time. I was thinking that maybe if we killed him, that would really put a blow to his ultimate, and by now we're about level 5, so that's 1 level for my ultimate. Here I do take a lot of damage, so I decide to use a health potion, I believe. Yeah, and that's one of my first health potions actually comes in handy. And yeah, so with Nidalee and Israel kind of have a good combination because they're both ranged, and they can both have spells that are ranged, except Israel's spells can actually go through minions and mine can't. But I'm more of a nuking, and he's more of a damage over time. So and spells also add up to his attack power, so that's good. So you notice here that some good spots of putting your traps are in the corners of the bushes, because that's where enemies would usually gather, and in case they try to gank you or anyone comes, you can always reveal their positions, and it will help you in locating them. So here we got Fiddlesticks. Basically, he was low on health anyway, but me and Israel just popped him like instantaneously. And it looks like Chopper just didn't come here, so unfortunately he what's it called? he goes away, but I get my ultimate now, so here we're trying to like kind of aggravate him, so he goes in some direction. I kind of like throw my spear without thinking, but here I switch to Cougar form because if your cooldowns will still regenerate. So I go in the bushes hoping that Shaka will escape through the bottom, but unfortunately he doesn't. He continues to go for Israel, but so we decided to back off because we noticed that one of the top champions is missing, and the middle champion could possibly make the game if we stay too long. So here, Sorcerer Shoes are an important item with my what's called glitch and everything. My quintessences give me ability power, spell penetration, and right now I have about 30 spell penetration because my boots and my what's it called? And my runes, yeah. So basically, since I buy the next item that I try to go for is Tear of the Goddess, because Nidalee's abilities are so mana consumptuous. I kind of use it and buy it. So the more I use my spells, the more I actually regenerate, gain more mana. I mean, yeah, gain more mana. So as you see here, I'm continually pressing my W ability, which allows me to pounce and gain that extra movement speed. So here's a tip: if you go on the ledge and pounce like that, it'll go over, so you don't have to actually walk around. That's a very good escaping tactic. So here we're thinking about ganking Shako, but I can't really get a clear shot of him because he's in the bushes and he's got a lot of minions there. So we probably could have taken him on, but apparently Israel doesn't like the idea, so he doesn't want to push. But that's okay. I kind of walk out of the bushes there for a second. So we finally go for the kill. I know he's going to appear somewhere here in these bushes, and then I realize that Fiddlesticks is there. So he ultimate. Fortunately, I get feared, but I have enough health to resist that attack, and I throw my javelin that way, and he's too low on health. So even if your enemy is back off, you still want to try to throw a what's it called, a spear. So here I throw it, and luckily hit him, and I noticed that he is at very low health right there. He's like at about 50 health. If I had a bit more ability power or spell penetration, I could have probably gotten him. But either way, he's retreating right now with minimal damage to me and Israel. So that's a good thing. And you always want to kind of come out on top in battles with a lot of health. And my health potion there actually came in handy. But unfortunately, I don't have my third spell yet, so I can't heal myself. But I'll just let the natural heal. So here, when there are only minions, then you might as well just hop and use all 3 of your spells. I don't have my third one yet, but basically I unlock it now. It basically does area effect. You can steal my spell here. I see that someone's kind of trying to teleport in here. I spear him, but he managed to get a shot at me. But either I heal myself, and that basically gives me additional attack speed, and I make it out of the battle alive. Another thing that I want to talk about Nidalee is that her games can be quite frustrating sometimes, and sometimes they can be quite lucky when you actually deal a lot of damage and get those additional cash and magic penetration that you need to actually kill off the enemy team. And that's very important, because if you don't kill off the enemy team before they get too overpowered and get magic resist, then your spells will basically be useless unless healed. Since you get at the end of this game, I get about 500 ability power, and I can kill for about 1,000 health. So at the very end, she becomes more of a support, carry, and ability powered nuker. So as time progresses, her rolls actually increase. And here you just want to harass them with your what's it called, your spear toss. So then you can and looks like Fiddlesticks kind of speared me here, but using my jump ability, I jump from one bush to the other, and I switch it back to actually throw a javelin. But I noticed that I don't have enough what's it called, spear shots to manage to take them out using my spear shot. Unfortunately, Israel died here, but we make a recovery because I recall, and unfortunately I don't have teleport, and they don't really push the tower that much, so we did well. Although we died, we kind of did well. I buy a Sapphire Crystal for my Tear of the Goddess, another health potion, and I think I got 2 health potions, yeah. And so here I'm running up back, and this is always a good idea because you always want to kind of stock up on health potions whenever you can, even if you have to wait an additional 5 seconds because you have like 20 gold. You might as well do that and actually stay more on the battlefield rather than coming back to the spawning pool and regenerating health there. Here it looks like they're pushing the tower, but not as much because Shako and what's his name, Fiddlesticks don't do much damage to her. unless Choco went for attack speed and damage build, but it's a good thing he didn't. So here I'm putting more additional traps, and yeah, so that's basically the end of this video, so I'll be moving on in the next video, and thanks.